So Mark, we're looking at some stats right now for the month of August in the city of Barrie.
Yeah. 151 sales for the month, which, wasn't bad. Previous month in July was 172. So not a bad number. I think we can both say that, August was quieter month than July. July kind of took us by surprise, a bit busier than we expected it to be. So I'm pretty happy with the number. What kind of two things that really jump out at me for August sales? One, that 90% of the inventory in Barrie is selling under $1 million. 10% selling over $1 million. So that $1 million price point and above has come down from previous months. In May, June, July, we're seeing double digits, anywhere 12 to 15 to 16% of that inventory turning over. Now it's 10 and dropping. So,
well, we've seen a steady decline, right? Like every month it kind of gets less and then it's less and less.
Yeah. And I think the progression of the rates has done that, right? It's pretty evident to see that, that inventory just isn't turning as fast. And then from the other side of that coin, I'm not going to go through pictures and all that, but, from 5 till 9 is on fire. Thorncrest, 597, 705. Lots of overbidding, lots of holding off on offers.
Lots of very low prices and holding off on offers.
100%.
Like I noticed that as well, where people were being stupid low though.
Yeah, and I'm sure we can find a stupid low. Let me just go back and find a stupid
low.
Well,
Thorncrest is one because, that was $599 was like a stupid price.
Yeah, and here's another one on Rundle, right? $599, 3 bedrooms, 2 days in the market. Holding off, great opportunity, shows and sells, estate sale, 48 hours. So 48 hours, again, pretty basic prop, one picture. Oh, no, there's a couple more coming up. So, decent property for 700 grand is for if someone's looking for a detached, it's probably about 1,100 square feet, but decent overall.
But you know what my question is 672 a great price? I don't think it is. For a fully detached 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, like that, 3 months ago, that was a townhouse price.
Yeah, this is pretty dated too. My pictures are taking a while to load. Looks like, so I'm not going to go individual, but carpet in there, staged well.
Yeah, but we got stainless steel appliances.
No,
the flooring on the main is not carpet.
Looks like carpet for mine. That's carpet.
Oh yeah, that one's carpet. The kitchen's not.
She takes a while to load just because we're doing the Zoom. So that's, I don't want to go through the photos. If we can, but I don't know. I don't think it's I think it's a pretty good price for 672 for a detached.
That's right? What I'm saying. So, like, you put it at 599, but if you put it at 649, would you have got a bit more?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Obviously they had a few offers to go like that.
Yeah.
I think they should have, let's just see when a couple things. So they listed it on the 31st. I'm just going to go and see what day of the week is on the 31st.
Well, and it sold the 2nd.
Right. So, okay. So July 31st was a Monday.
Oh, they closed 13 days later, Mark.
Yeah, they closed really quick. So good day to list it, but why not hold off it for 5 days? 2 days is just not long enough, right?
No.
Type of property. They left some money on the table for that property for sure.
I think so too. That's what I mean. I'm seeing some really low lists. Thorncrest as well, because Thorncrest is a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
And to list it, in the 5s, it's crazy. But they only got 705. Look at that property for 705.
Yeah, I want to see the date. So contract date, August 8th. Offers to review. So they, 9 days of holding off on offers. 597, 3+1. Let's see if it's dated. These pictures take a long time. We'll just leave it like that. Pretty nice property for for that price point.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know that street and it's got a double car garage. Like, to me, the bidding war didn't work. It worked. They got higher than, obviously than they listed it at. But I think the property's worth more than 705.
Yeah, it shows pretty good. Looks like there's quartz in there, decent kitchen, detached property, decent area, good flooring in there. Yeah. See how like better to list that this time of year, right? Like you're just not getting back. There's too much of that general public wrapping up the holiday time and spending time with family and friends. Right.
Well, and not only that, how many people stay away from the bidding war altogether and don't even want to get in it?
Well, yeah, I had a call the other day from a client that's looking for, a lower price point property, but I don't want to bid. Then don't look then, because if you're competing right now, I'm looking for that type of price point, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be competing without a doubt.
Well, that's exactly what I see happening too, is that the low ones, the really low ones, it's definitely priced for a bidding war and they're getting over, but they're not getting over by a lot.
No, and that's the thing. Everyone think, I don't want a bidding war, but it's really not a bidding war market. We're pricing low and we're getting market value at the end of the day.
Maybe some of them, to me, some of them aren't even getting market value. They're like, it's actually a little bit lower than it should be, in my opinion.
Right. And you look at the, Brucker, not a bad street. I'm not going to pull it up. Townhouse, 612, 3-bedroom. Gadwell, another area, 624, 614. So you can get a townhouse for 600, 650, you can get something decent, right? But was very surprised as we progressed through August, how much of the inventory has sold under $1 million is unbelievable. And again, 679, 763, but again, if I go to my notes that I made up to give some substance to this, 151 solds in Barrie, 136 properties under $1 million, 90% of the inventory total sales, 10% over $1 million, and 25 properties sold over list price for the month of August.
Right.
Different pricing strategies. We saw one 48 hours. We've seen a few other ones holding off on offers 5-7 days. Pretty common theme we've seen over the last few months. I'm going to jump over to where the inventory is now. 486 active listings as of today. But when we did our update last week, we kind of figured out, 38% of that inventory is old listings relisted. Right? Yeah.
Well, and you know what the other thing is? You're on page 2 of the scrolling and we're still in the 600s.
I know.
So like we have the majority of sales. I got to do something with this dog. The majority of these sales are still in the 6s and 7s. 100%. Not only under $1 million, they're in the 6s and 7s.
100%. I'll keep talking when Dan's on a break here. So
go ahead.
We continue to see to that point. Now we're getting into the 7s and we're going over to, page 3. So some more towns, newer towns, some detached in that mix as well. But I'm not going to say properties have dropped. I just think that there's a little bit more supply than previous months.
Well, I kind of see some of them dropping somewhat because like I know when I was looking at townhouses with a client in the spring and, going over 7 and around the 7 was normal. There wasn't a lot in the 6s.
No, there wasn't.
And now there is.
Yeah. And even if we back it up to previous months, early spring, March, April, there wasn't a lot of inventory on. We were seeing, it's pretty common to see townhomes sell 720 to 750, 760, 775, depending. Now is again, it has a lot to do with area as well. A Gadwell, area is 25 years old, house needs a bit of updating versus say an area like Brown Bear, which 3 or 4 years old, where everything's new. So, but
look at 289 Pine, hit that.
What's the price point?
So your bottom there, 750.
Okay.
Bayshore.
And that's a decent area.
That's the house that my client bought and walked away from. 735. Beautiful. Like the outside, the huge lot.
75 by 150.
Beautiful. The lot and the outside, everything was updated.
I'll try getting these. It's taking them. Yeah, decent. Like
It's
decent.
hardwood out throughout the main.
Yeah, you can see that. Nice stonework out front. Nice walkway. Updated bathrooms. What a great deal, and in a great area.
Yeah, 735.
I think your client,
Like, I don't know. To me, I'm seeing some prices that are looking a little on the, like, they're definitely lower than the spring.
yeah, a little bit maybe, right? And August isn't the greatest month to compare. Maybe let's kind of see as we, get through September, October would be some good comparisons where there's a little bit more people returning to the market. But that's some deals. Let's jump over to some of the, I want to kind of go over the $1 million ones a little bit more for days on market for the viewers to see.
Yeah, see, look at, you're on page 3. We're still in the 700s.
Oh,
So you're on page 4. We're just starting to hit the 800s, which is over 100 of the sales, right? So the volume is still in the lower range, way low.
100%. We haven't seen that in several months where we're seeing that higher price point kind of nosediving in Barrie.
Well, in the 800s, like barely nothing sells. I don't know why.
No, as they go up there, right? And I think that's still a decent range, but it's kind of funny where, again, so many people have been pushed out or can't qualify for the higher price point. So they don't, obviously there's demand in the lower price points, which there's been all year, but let me just see. I want to look at days on market. So it's Sovereign Skate, 30 days on market. No bidding wars on it, 1,020,000. I'm going to see if there's history. Because a lot of these properties take some time to sell. Maybe I should, no. So I'm going to move this down a little bit. Let's go back off this. 30 days.
8 days.
Number. I want to see. Oh, so sold. Interesting. Listed in February 23, sold date in March for $999, and sold it 5 months later for $1,015,000. Vacant. That's an interesting one, eh?
Never moved into it.
That probably never moved into it. No. Terry Fox Drive, 21 days, $1,015,000. Again, the days in market are double digits, terminated. So back in July, 899, we know that they're holding off on offers.
Yeah.
Holding off on offers July 12th, 7 p.m. Well, it didn't work.
Nope.
Right. So there goes that one. So then relisted it, the next day, and it sat for another 21 days. You can't, like, any buyers knows that's just not an $899 price. They're not even going. You're not going to get traction on trying to get multiple bids in the millions. It's just not going to happen. It's just not.
No, and I mean, I was bringing my clients to some at the $899 or $799, and I'm trying to tell them the street sells for $1 million. Like, these people are trying to get 200,000-300,000 over, and it's not the market for you. You're not getting that. Like, forget it.
You're just not.
No.
Right. It's just not happening, and that's with us seeing the market and being so involved in it, we can educate our people and go, let's not look at that, because we know it's not going for $799 or $899. It's not.
Well, especially if my client's limit's 800.
I agree.
I'm not bringing them there. Like, what for?
So another one, 1,124,000, 19 days. I want to again see these address history. So again, they've been trying to sell this for some time. all the way back from till November 22 at $1,089,000. So they've got some history on that. So that's been sitting there for a while, on and off. And
Yeah.
we see that a lot in these ranges. Sandringham, great street, 14 days, 1,150,000, 1,115,000, 97% sale price. Any money we see another history, more information. Here we go. Back in July, I'm going to move this over. Back in July,
Listen for 1269.
yeah, terminated 1-2, nothing going on, bang. So since July, and it sold in, so it sold in August 24th. So that took, 14, again, that's the new relist. So it took almost 30 days, which is kind of normal, but that seller has tried a few different pricing strategies. And let me guess, it's 99% chance it's not a town agent. No, it's Mark Fairstein. Wow. That's kind of weird, eh?
Well, not really. I think the problem is sometimes, month to month, week to week, day to day, almost the comparables change, right? So they could have pulled the comparables and had one or two sell at a high price, and so they're going higher. I mean, I have the same problem where, you look at the comparables and you think, okay, well, this is where we fit.
Yeah.
Well, 2 weeks later, we don't fit there anymore.
No. It's going to be interesting to see where things go. The fall market's going to tell us a story.
And how much inventory do we have right now?
Just double check that.
486
active listings. We got a little over 3 months supply on the board right now.
Wow, that's been almost the most that we've had for months and months, eh?
After we take out the spring market there, June, July, August, kind of quiet, and then bang, inventory is ramping up for the fall. But we're consistently, this year, mid threes, 311 to say 335, 340. So, we'll start to see some of this inventory turn, but are we going to see the same thing that we saw in August? Or are we going to see that buyer?
You want to stop the share?
Yeah, let me stop the share. There we go.
There we go.
Excuse me. Are we going to see people more maybe comfortable in thinking that the Bank of Canada is going to continue its pausing and maybe go up a little higher? I don't know. It's going to be I think this fall market's going to tell a lot of stories coming into the new year.
Well, I don't really like the start of it. The first couple of weeks here.
Pretty quiet.
I thought there would be more action than there is.
No, I kind of expected that. This is the second week kids are back in school now, right? Lots going on. A lot of hockey practices are going on. A lot of tryouts are going on. And second week of back to school. I think in the next third or fourth week, we should see some picking up. But even the sales now, it's pretty slow.
I thought, well, everybody's back at school. September, we got this influx of inventory, kind of, right? So I thought, okay, well, maybe we're going to see, a larger number of sales, but yeah. I don't see it right off the bat here.
No, I think we're wrapped up. I think that gives some good information, what's going on in the market, and
hit the like, subscribe, or make a comment and ask us a question, and we'll try to get that answered for you.
Okay, beauty.
See ya.
See ya.